What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Another episode of Turn Up the Mic. I'm Chris. What's up? I got Roy here.
What it
What's
do?
up? And yeah, we're back, man. We had a lot of recordings going on, so yeah, we're back now.
Man, that's in my head, like what it do, because for some reason, like TikTok has been throwing me a lot of Paul Wall videos.
I saw it was like a little video. Some girl, she was like, "Who said white people could wear grills?" And then the guy was like, somebody was like, "Paul Wall."
Yeah. And then it was that Iceman, like
Yeah.
it's just. But he's been like, I don't know if he's new music or what. Like he's in interviews that have been showing up on my screen, and
because he did the feature with Mexican OT, who I've been trying to get you to listen to.
Toby, and
that was older though,
a little older. But he did a interview, and he's like, I didn't know I was white, and then he's like, don't play me as stupid. Like I knew my skin color was white, but he's like, I didn't know I was acting black. I was just acting the way I grew up, where I grew up. I wasn't like, acting a certain way until people were like, nah, you're
I feel like white people from Houston all sound like everybody from Houston, you know?
But that's funny because he says from Houston, but people would be like, nah, you're not white. You're either Hispanic or it's like he has like that slow accent. They said he was French from like Louisiana. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
Houston, what it do?
Yeah, I think Houston, I don't know. I can't think of like a white person from Houston that just sounds proper. They all got that Houston accent, you know? And it sounds like a regular accent.
Yeah.
Which is weird because like white people from Africa, they sound like Australian. They don't have like that. I've never heard
what you would think.
Yeah. Or like a white Jamaican. I've never heard a white person.
I think of like Elon. But he's from South Africa.
Yeah, exactly. And he has that accent like somebody from South Africa.
So is it weird that every time I hear Elon talk, I feel like he's trying to hide the accent because he talks slow.
But like I've never heard a white person from Jamaica with a Jamaican accent. It's weird, right? Yeah. Have you?
No, white person from Jamaica with a Jamaican. No,
I feel like it's offensive.
but then it's like it's cool if you grew up there, you should, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't. Somebody's probably saying Sean Paul. I don't count Sean Paul as white. He's just light black. Like I don't think so. Yeah. But like a regular white person with a Jamaican accent,
you gotta find one.
It doesn't exist.
But it was funny. But yeah, he's like, I didn't know I was like white like that.
Yeah.
But because he's been blowing up with more like that when you saw.
Yeah.
And it's been a lot of reposts like the Gen X don't know who he was.
Yeah.
And they thought he was like Culture Vulture, and they're like, nah, not Paul Wall.
That's funny.
Paul Wall is part of the culture.
Yeah, I think when he was coming out in Houston during that little wave, he was one of the lyrical ones too.
Oh, he really rivaled like Kanye West on Drive Slow. Like, like he has a lot of good.
He's lyrical, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy because it was him. Chameleonaire was cool, but I think Chameleonaire was like too clean, you know?
Yeah.
Like too clean version.
But also Paul was like little like his I don't want to say dominance, but his peak was a little longer than Chameleonaire.
I think so too. He was good. Slim Thug, Mike Jones, they didn't really have lyrical bars. It was more like just that Texas rap, you know?
Yeah.
And I think
it was more just the hits, the beats.
Yeah, and I think Paul Wall kind of went. He was the highest one in that era.
Oh, yeah. He ate every time he was on collabs. Like even with Nelly,
the girls.
Yeah, like he ate on it.
Yeah,
too.
all the features are tight. Yeah. Even to this day, they're pretty dope. So Paul Wall.
But yeah, that's why I just in my head what to do because he's just on my feed,
bro. And then a couple of albums dropped. Quavo dropped Rocket Power.
Mm-hmm.
It was. Do you listen to Quavo, Victor?
No, never like just by himself. I've only
Aren't you a big Migos fan?
His Migos songs.
Yeah.
And honestly, I haven't listened to like any of that in the last like 4 years. To be honest, it's been a long time.
He left.
He was like, they ain't a group. I ain't listening.
Yeah, they amigo. I think this was a better project than his other one,
without a doubt.
But
it was surprising.
It was weird because the way it opened, I thought it was going to be a little more serious, which it was.
There was more serious moments or like slowed down production than I expected. Yeah, I agree.
it was definitely more of like a takeoff type memorance. He was like acknowledging his passing and all that stuff, which was good. I liked listening to those. But
he was more vulnerable than the last one.
Yeah.
Talk about his mother and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I was listening to that song. I was like, man, that's you call CPS on parents like that, telling them how to trap and all that stuff. But I mean, hey, it might be how Atlanta does it. I don't know. But that song, it was some good songs on here.
Yeah.
But towards the end, it kind of started falling off. I was like, I'm not really feeling it. So
I'm trying to see. Wall to Wall was good. The one with Future was really good.
Yeah, all the Future songs are good.
Scratch, but
well, it's funny because he had two Future songs on here back to back. Back to Where It Begins, it was cool, but I liked Patty Cake. Patty Cake's my favorite song on here. That song's hard.
I was surprised how much I like Focus, the one with Young Thug.
Young Thug.
That was a good one.
Nah, it's towards the bottom. Yeah. Towards the bottom, it started falling off. 11:11 was hard. I was like, damn, this is sad. And it was the 11th song. I was like, man, these guys here.
Not Done Yet was good. So I like the second half better.
Yeah.
Than the first half.
The second half, I felt it kind of fell off. He started like just rapping. But it wasn't like those songs where he has like those ad libs and stuff. It wasn't like an upbeat album.
It was I got nothing planned in the studio. Let's see what comes out. Like it wasn't like that. This was definitely more of a lyrical side of him, or I don't know if I say lyrical, but more of a message content side.
Yeah, I would
like
say
a cohesive.
Message.
So, but it was really good. As in, it surpassed my expectations.
Yeah. He didn't have a Drake feature on here, but he did use a Drake song. Like he sampled a Drake song. I forgot which song it was, but I like, it didn't sound bad. I thought the Quavo and Honcho number 15, it was a Stain. It says Quavo and Honcho. I thought it was like the Travis Scott group that he did, but Travis Scott wasn't on here. I don't.
Jack Boys or what's?
I thought it was something in Honcho.
Isn't it Jack Boys or something?
No, Jack Boys. Honcho Jack, yeah. Jack Boys is Travis Scott's group, I think, or.
You just said Travis Scott, though.
No, Jack Boys is Travis Scott's group, but Honcho and what was the other name? Honcho Jack, yeah. Like Cactus Jack. Honcho Jack.
What Jack Boys, Jack. Yeah. He is Jack everywhere.
Yeah, he's jacking everybody. Yeah. But yeah, I gave this one a 5. I tried to find some songs that I really like, but
I gave it a 6.
It wasn't.
I gave it a 6. A little surprising and better rating than you.
Yeah, I probably will listen to a couple of songs on here.
Yeah.
The 2 Future songs are hard. Patty Cake's hard. And the other ones are cool. Yeah. You know. And then Mick Jenkins. Do you listen to Mick Jenkins? I'm gonna say you don't.
He does. What?
Nah.
Have you heard of him?
Really? Yeah.
Probably Water. You probably heard of Water.
Yeah.
Or you seen that cover before. That's the cover people recognize
of him in water.
Like floating.
In a cup.
Yeah.
Cup
like that's like the picture most people recognize of him.
Yeah.
Or the album cover.
Yeah, a lot of people, I would say he's still underground.
Yeah.
I think he's signed with
I think he falls under that realm of like I think Isaiah Rashad, like you were saying, Wale, Lupe, like kind of that circle.
Wale fell off.
But but like I'm like that circle. He's in that circle,
like a B-list.
Yeah, like
artist.
Like people know him, but do they really know his music and stuff like that?
Yeah, but if people say they don't know him, you're not gonna be surprised.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think lyrically, this is one of my favorite like rappers to listen to when it comes to that, because he's like a real rapper. You know,
he's very message heavy. Yeah, and his albums are pretty cohesive for like the point he's trying to get across.
Yeah.
So
I like that, but I hate the production on this. I could barely hear him. I listened to it through the car.
So that's exactly what I thought to the second half. Mm-hmm. I think as the album progressed, the beats became a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
And it kind of, the second half it didn't hit like the first half.
Yeah, it overpowered his voice, so I couldn't really hear what he was saying. And I know he was lyrical, because he was like, I'm over Kent, like apostrophe. That's a hard line. Nobody's doing like witty bars like that anymore.
He had a couple. I had one line that I forgot what it was, but he had a couple lines I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, yeah. So I liked it, but
so if you I listened to headphones, and I didn't have definitely I noticed the beats being louder, but I still understand them pretty clearly. But
it's not
headphones.
It's not as clear in the car for me. And all I got is treble. I just got tweeters.
You gotta turn it down.
Yeah, I just got tweeters. I gave this one a 6, but I feel like it's gonna be higher if I listen to it through the headphones. So it's a 6 in the car.
This one was an 8.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah. It's not one of those things where I'm like, I don't see how you came up with that.
I really think what gave it an 8 was that it had, since it was like 25 minutes or something. Yeah, I had 2 listens back to back, so kind of I caught more lyrics the second run.
Okay,
and that really kind of we call it bumped up the score a little bit.
Okay, yeah, it's good, but it's not a car album for me.
Does he have a lot of car albums?
Yeah, Water's good. His first projects, like his first couple of projects, which is pretty much all of his projects, I would think, are good. It's just
all his out projects.
I don't like the production on this one.
Though, for him,
yeah,
right?
He hasn't dropped a lot. He did Circus. That one wasn't as good.
No. Wasn't that one like 15 minutes?
It was called Carefree. No, it wasn't. It was called The Circus.
Wasn't that 15 minutes though?
19. It was 7 songs.
That's not even.
Yeah. So
that was good though. That was really good.
Yeah, The Water. That one was hard. That's probably one of my favorite projects. I haven't listened to Elephant in the Room. If I did, I don't remember. Pieces of a Man is good. Healing Capone is good. He has good projects. So, and he has a good amount. But yeah, this one just didn't sound good. And they're full projects. He has like an hour. So yeah. But I would listen to it again in headphones just to see how it sounds.
Yeah, it's one of those you got to catch.
Yeah,
more of the message than anything.
Yeah, and then Russ, he dropped Santiago. Mm-hmm. You said he was here. He was here yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Saturday. No, Friday. Yeah,
it was pretty cool. It was
he's short.
Yeah, bro. Like he walked on stage and he walked on stage with the
Jamaicans,
the producer and the producer of the film and the director of the film.
Mm-hmm.
And you just clear the height. Like he's just short. And it was me and my wife were laughing because they had the director's chair.
Yeah.
So it's a tall chair.
He had to hop up.
He hopped up. Damn. He jumped on that.
Damn.
Bro, it was funny. But it was cool because it was invite only. You couldn't buy tickets.
Yeah.
So I thought the film would be like 30 minutes, but it was like 17 minutes only. So
it was a 17-minute event.
So no, the film was. But but like it was 45 minutes of Q&A. Like he had Q&A from the fans, from the people attending, and all that. But so the whole thing was the concept of the album, which is pretty cool. I like that stuff.
Like Kanye did for Runaway and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but instead of focusing on one song, it was the concept of the whole album itself.
Yeah, that's what Kanye
did. He did. There's a lot of little. There wasn't one full song. It was a lot of snippets from all the songs that kind of tracked to.
That's what Kanye did.
So, or talking about the movie, not the music video. Yeah,
that was a movie.
There was, yeah. I'm talking about the.
Where he has
I was
thinking
of the music video.
Oh,
that like 10-minute music video.
Which one?
The one that's the. Oh, I had it in my background, but it's gone.
It was a girl, right? And then they had like the Michael Jackson parade thing. But I thought there's different songs throughout that.
There's the Runaway video is like 10 minutes. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't think so. It was for the I think it was the My Beautiful Twisted Fantasy one.
Yeah, that one's different than the Runaway video.
But Runaway was on that album, right?
Yes.
I don't even like. What do you call it? A movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It was on. That was like one of the last MTV videos.
Yeah.
So
that's
Runaway,
the one I was talking about.
Okay.
But there's
I don't know the difference because I remember the video.
Maybe because it's the full length, then you have like the Runaway music video that's shorter.
Yeah, because he's running away in this one. I don't know.
Anyways, it was really cool. I was the Q&A was cool. Like he brought up a lot of like his past faults and stuff, because the whole music video, the whole concept of the album was him like his personal growth in the last couple of years.
That makes
like
sense.
As much he would drink and smoke and how he's he clearly, it was funny because he talked about it and it seemed like he was sober. Like the way he talked about how much he would drink and all that. He's like, I couldn't do that no more and all that. And then so it seemed like he was sober, but somebody asked him to take a shot. He's like, "Want to take a shot?" But I was gonna ask you, but I know you don't drink anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, "Who said I don't drink?" But the whole thing was he just talked about like he doesn't control his life anymore. That he's better. He tracked macros for a while. He didn't drink for like 9 months to track his macros and get healthy. But he's like, I drink now on an occasion, but whatever. But anyways, but he was drinking every day.
He drinks like a regular person then.
Regular person.
Okay.
Compared to like every day, all day. And
yeah.
But the music, I want to call it music video, but the film was really cool. It was shot in like in Egypt. Had a lot of like hidden concepts. That's and all expensive. That. It was expensive. It was a 4-day shoot, he said, and it was all him
for 17 minutes.
So yeah, and then like it was a free event, so he paid out everything out of his pocket. And when you walked in, they gave you like a popcorn bucket and a cup, like movie theater with the whole logo and all that. I'm like, oh, popcorn. They never gave out popcorn. I was like, damn, you tricked us.
Oh, popcorn.
So it was like souvenirs of it.
Okay.
So
you could put popcorn in it.
Later. But it was really cool. And not just with him, I like that concept in general when artists do that. I was thinking of like what artists would be good at that, because I don't think a lot of artists would be good at putting
like merch.
No, like say a short film to match their album, because the album has to be pretty concise with the theme or a message.
Rihanna.
I would think Rihanna.
Travis Scott.
Kendrick Lamar, I would think. I would think NF would be really good at that.
I don't remember this one.
NF.
It's a short list.
Older Logic, definitely.
I think Logic could do it.
He could do if he tried.
Yeah.
I don't think he's in that headspace anymore, but if he really wanted to, he could.
Well, I don't know if I wouldn't say that. Well,
I don't think Drake would be able to do something like that.
I don't think so either, because I would say that, but then the God's Plan video was pretty hard, where he was like doing stuff, but I don't think he's that type of artist.
Yeah.
I think he could.
I mean, if he could set his mind to it, yes. Yeah. But like, I just don't see him naturally wanting to do it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think J. Cole could either.
It's funny because I said that to him, like, I don't know, like his albums are not as concise like that. Yeah, I don't think he can do it either.
I think Eminem could.
Yeah, I think Eminem could.
Yeah,
I think a lot of like the
artsy artists, right?
Yeah, like I was seeing all these artists, but I'm like, but none of them are big. Like Lupe could do it.
Yeah.
But none of these are big major artists, except Kendrick's probably like the biggest one that I think can do it.
You think so?
I think Kendrick can do it.
You think he's the biggest one though?
That I can think of that would be able to do something like this.
He's bigger than Eminem?
That I thought of.
You didn't think of Eminem?
No. I mean, I'm not an M fan. He doesn't come to my head a lot, so
okay.
But yeah, the whole experience was pretty cool.
Did he have a lot like big clothes on?
Yeah, he wore like
drapes,
like a satin, not pajamas, but
like
loose fit.
He wears a lot of loose fit stuff.
So
in interviews.
So like his satin like jacket to make it loose fit and all that. But he talked about it was cool because it was a real Q&A. So he brought up books that he liked that helped influence. And it was cool because the books he brought up were books that we've talked about, me and you, like The Alchemist.
Yeah.
And then I've mentioned to you Outwitting the Devil, that book. He brought that up, how those were books that helped him.
Yeah.
He says he's writing another book. His first book's really good. So it was cool, like the Q&A part of it and stuff like that. So it was a different side than like a concert.
Did you ask him a question?
No, because
That's what I thought. I said you're shy. And
no, this is the way they were supposed to do it. The chick came out, the producer came out and said, hey, raise your hand. We're going to call you up front. So they picked the two people that were going to ask the first questions. And then you blinked. And then it was fucking 2 lines on the mic that are like 30 deep.
Really?
Yeah. So they stopped calling people, but dude talked a lot. He went in depth like on every question.
So you didn't get up.
It was only like 4 people from each side. That's it.
Nah, man.
And they're like 30 deep in that. And there was 2 mics on the top balcony, and he forgot about them till halfway through. He's like, "Oh shit, we got mics up there." And then,
so they were waiting to ask the question.
Yeah. And then so he asked the question up there. He's like, "I'm sorry, I forgot. I didn't even know you had mics up there."
That's crazy.
So he answered like 6 questions. That's it.
Man, you made it seem like he was talking for a long time.
It was like 45 minutes. Well,
for 6 questions?
Well, the first like 15 minutes was a breakdown of the whole film. It was him and the producers and the director talking about it. And then he did questions, and then each question led to a tangent. And I was telling my wife, every person had a 2-part question. Like every person has 2 questions.
So it was
like 6 people. So it was like 12 questions.
So I don't know, man.
I mean, think about 3 minutes per question. That's like 30 some minutes.
Oh my god, bruh.
So, but anyways, that's why I said he talked a lot, but it was good info. But it was just a lot of him, what he dealt with, what he went through, and like the development of the album.
It sounds like this thing was all about him.
It was. It was an album release that screening for the movie for it. Why wouldn't it be about him?
I've never been in the. It was in the Majestic.
Yeah.
They still had the stars in the ceilings. You didn't even look up, did you?
No, it was like they had like statues and like LED lights. It was very like opera-ish feel to me. So they had random ass peacocks everywhere up in the thing.
I'm trying to get a job there just so I can go inside and see. I'll quit after, but
it was cool. Then when you walked in, they locked your phone and shit.
Were they locking it in a Ziploc bag?
No, I don't know what it is. This pouch that's like magnetic or something. The only way to unlock is when you left. They put this ring on it. Then once it touched it, it fucking opened.
So you can give them like a phantom phone.
Yeah, they didn't care. But you gave them something to put it in the lock pouch.
What if you don't carry a phone? I left it in the car.
I don't think they care.
Don't search me.
So, but
you think somebody took pictures?
I didn't see anyone taking pictures, but somebody probably had 2 phones. Like old phone they didn't care about, they didn't take away. So
I know Chappelle is pretty hard about.
And then, but it was cool. Like the movie was cool, and then the fucking set was really really cool. He had like a statue that took up like 30% of the set. Yeah, and it was cool. So
yeah, his interview with Joe Budden, he dressed like what you're describing. He has long hair still.
When was that? Do you remember?
It was a few years ago.
He was talking about his long hair. He was talking about anything. He's like any interview before 2020. He's like, I was drunk, and he said, and those interviews I would never do again like that. He's like, I went in there with the mindset to defend myself. And he's like, I'm just in a whole different space. I'm more comfortable with myself. He's like, I watch those interviews. I'm just like, why was I so...
He's probably talking about the Complex interviews.
No, the main one he talked about was Breakfast Club. Like, he literally bought our Breakfast Club, Charlamagne. He's like, I went in there with the mindset to defend myself because...
Well, yeah, I think that's a lot of people, though.
No, but I guess he's... mindset we talk about, he's like, I'm not here to defend myself, here to talk about my career, the culture of me and what I bring to the table, and not if I deserve a seat there.
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but I saw the Joe Budden one. That one was really good. He was talking about like how he got started and his whole concept of uploading on Spotify and how that's residual now. It didn't seem like it was like a contentious conversation. It was pretty good.
Depends on when it was.
Yeah, so. I don't know. That's probably right around 2020. But yeah, his long hair, his clothes of choice, it makes him look shorter,
bro. So he rocks like the man bun half the time.
Yeah,
the amount of man buns I saw there,
really,
I was like, y'all don't gotta be like that.
Yeah, he had a lot of fans.
Yeah.
So, what did you think about the album, the Santiago album?
I honestly think it's his best album when it comes to like vulnerability, and I like more of the personal, like emo stuff, you know that. So yeah, I liked it a lot. Comparative, he has albums that has some songs like this, but they're hype albums that one.
Oh, okay.
But so this one to me is my favorite album right now.
Yeah, I don't listen to Russ, so this is like the first full album I listened to.
We've reviewed him in the past on other jobs. It can't be the first one.
I don't remember ever listening to Russ.
The ex, Johnny brought it. He always brings them up when he drops, and we've listened to albums that we reviewed about him in the past.
Yeah, none of these I've listened to.
Gave ratings though.
Show me, because I'd be like,
you'll hold Donovan.
I'd be like, I'll be honest with y'all, I didn't listen to this. But anyway, yeah, this is the first album I really listened to. Is that Keke Palmer? No, it's not. Yeah, nah, I didn't like it.
What didn't you like about it?
It felt like he was an underground rapper. Like, if
he felt independent?
Absolutely.
He is,
like, this feels like his very first project, as if he hadn't made it yet. which makes sense because you're like he was talking about growth.
Yeah.
And usually when an artist puts out their first album, it's talking about growth, you know?
Yeah.
Unless they're like a mumble rapper. But it was a lot of that. And it was emo, and it just wasn't like stuff I would get into, you know?
But I like that stuff. So
yeah,
I was like, really
Roy,
good for me.
Roy probably crying his tears out for this.
Bruh.
It was a 3 at first, but it ended up being a 5 because no, it's not a 5, it's a 4. Oasis, Fatima, Distracted, and the very first song. Those are the hardest songs on here, and those are the most upbeat songs. Well, not counting the first one. First one was like a really good, like
I really like production, just take off lyrics, very like the introduction of strings and all that was really good for me.
That's kind of what See You Soon was like, where he like they went back and forth with their vocals.
Yeah,
I like that. And then Oasis, Fatima, and Distracted were.
I Love You was like the best song out there on that album.
You say so,
but
yeah, it's a sad ass album.
Do you like Russ, Vic?
Not that much.
We're not into that. We're into like that party stuff.
I'll listen to Russ, and if I'll get in that vibe.
Yeah, like dude,
what's like the big Russ song? Like, that's the one I would know.
He has one, right?
What You Want?
Yeah, it's probably that one.
I would know it if I heard it. Yeah,
you know what you want.
Yeah,
what they want. It's what you want. What they want.
Yeah, what they want. Now it's in my head now. Yeah.
You know,
this feels like a Boondocks episode when they're like, "What's the favorite song?
You know
what you
song,
want?"
Right?
If I heard it, but off the top of my head, I don't.
No, you definitely know it. Like if you play clip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I heard it,
what they want.
It's like the first song. So yeah, There's Really a Wolf is the album title.
Turn it up.
Nah, I haven't heard.
You know that song.
There's got to be a song bigger than this.
That's his like probably biggest song. Well, that put him on the map.
I thought there was another song. Like what? Didn't he have a radio song?
It was that one. That was all over the radio.
Maybe I hear. Maybe he has a refresh version of it.
Refresh version of it?
I don't know.
What is that? A revised?
I don't know.
Edit or what is a refresh version?
I don't know if I've heard this song before. Then
nah, you've definitely heard that one.
I was just playing it. I was like, it doesn't ring a bell.
That the chorus was everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they want is the curse.
Was the what?
Nah. So, have you heard any of Russ music that you can remember?
It's pretty much that song right there. That's the one. Yeah.
It was everywhere. It was very commercial too.
And yeah. Maybe it was like one of those things where it was overplayed for a little bit, so I just kind of like didn't dive into his other songs.
Yeah.
I was just like, I guess I thought I heard enough. But no, I really haven't heard.
He gotta have a song bigger than that. I feel like I've heard. I feel like I've heard him before, but I don't know if it was that song. He probably does,
but that's the song that, for me to think like, knowing like most of his music, what's his biggest song? It's that one.
Let me see. Russ' biggest hits.
What they want?
Damn, none of this is like, it's right there, but like the flute song.
Is that a collab with Lizzo?
Yeah, man. I don't. None of this is.
Anyways, but it was a good album for me. It got an 8.
You know what's crazy? Like people were like, "Yeah, this is a really great album." They got him over Post Malone, and like people say he's better than Logic, and blah blah blah.
He's definitely dropping better music than Logic right now.
Okay.
Have you heard Logic's last 2 albums?
Probably.
They do not hit at all. Compared to
I think we listened to Logic's last album, right?
No, we didn't even. It came out this year.
Let me look it up,
bro. It came out this year. College Park.
Yeah, we did listen to that one. We reviewed it.
It was trash.
I mean, it wasn't good, but it was more.
I'm telling you. And the one before that, Vinyl Days, that was also bad.
I don't remember Vinyl Days.
That was also bad. College Park, Vinyl Days, and then it was I forgot what it was, and then it was the No Pressure. So No Pressure was like
Tarantino 3.
So No Pressure was like 4 albums ago.
YSL or YS.
That's Young Sinatra 4. That wasn't good either.
YS Collection.
Yeah, that wasn't
Volume 1. So yeah, he's put out a lot of stuff. Vinyl Days wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good because you don't like that boom back like kind of. That's what it was.
I don't remember it.
So, but like I said, so current right now in this space, Russ is doing better music than Logic. But ever since Logic said his retirement,
who's a better artist, Russ or Logic?
Right now, it's Russ.
Okay.
Who has a
okay, go ahead.
But like I'm saying, Russ has no 10s. Like they're all like 7s, 7, 8s. But Russ can't, like, his discography can't touch Under Pressure and the Incredible True Story. Those two are amazing albums that Logic put out. But that was freaking decade ago. I don't even know when they dropped, but it was a decade ago.
So Russ is a better artist.
Currently, yes.
Okay. So yeah, I would go Logic because I think Logic has better music than Russ, but I've only listened to one Russ album.
So what makes it, if I don't know how many albums Logic has, like 20, he drops a lot. I don't know how many albums.
Russ, I would say, drops a lot too, right?
Not as much as Logic.
You're gonna say no. Let's see.
I said not as much.
Okay, so what? One album less. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5,
Why are you
6.
counting 2 for the same thing?
1, 2. What's different?
Okay, yeah.
What's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So yeah, it's 15 on Apple Music. Logic. Let's see. Logic has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I would say they drop about the same amount.
But yeah, okay. Logic has a lot more bad albums than Russ.
Okay, but he has more 10s than Russ as well.
But I clearly said Russ already can't touch no pressure, not no pressure, Under Pressure, and The Incredible True Story.
So
it's a gray area there. I'll take Russ right now because if you tell me you have to listen to their discography on repeat, I'll go with Russ.
So you're taking Russ's discography.
There's like 7 albums from Logic I do not want to hear.
So you're taking Russ's discography.
Yeah, there's like 7 albums like from Logic I don't want to hear.
So then you're taking Russ over Logic.
Yeah,
all time.
Yeah.
Okay. Like why you make it so hard? Why you say right now? Like all time is different.
If you talk about a certain era, Logic will wins in a certain era.
I don't do the picking and choosing. It's either all time or like which current album.
Discography to discography, Russ is better.
Because I thought you said Logic was better, but I may have read that wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you've had known issues with that in geography and math.
Right.
So
who's more lyrical?
Logic's more lyrical.
Okay. I agree. But yeah, based off what I've heard so far, I don't see Logic being tossed by him. You don't like Post Malone, right?
Post Malone's just a good artist.
Yeah. And I don't really compare. I wouldn't compare him to Post Malone because I don't.
That dude
Post Malone's not a rapper
him for one reason.
Yeah, he didn't get what he's looking for. I don't give out just stuff like that. But yeah, let me see. What did you say? You said Logic is better.
Logic's a more lyrical rapper, is what you asked.
But Russ doesn't have an album that can touch. No, why you keep bringing up No Pressure? Okay, we know it's
not
a good
No Pressure, Under Pressure.
You said No Pressure. Either way.
So like I don't know, because if somebody would say out of them two, who has the best album? If you talk about a certain album, Logic has the best album.
Yeah, okay. That's picking and I don't do the picking and choosing though.
I mean, just discography, I'd rather listen to Russ over Logic.
Okay, well then I don't really listen to Russ, so I'm gonna say Logic.
Man, you would go through to listen to like Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, all those bad albums would suck.
All those bad albums would suck?
Yeah, to listen to those on repeat.
So Russ doesn't have a bad album?
Not as bad as those, no.
So he doesn't take chances?
He does. This was a chance, I would think, for him.
You said he's
like
done,
it's different.
You said he's done like songs like this before,
but there's been glimpses of it in albums, not like a full-on project.
I guess.
So it reminded me, like this project reminded me of something of like NF.
I don't listen to NF. Do you listen to NF, Victor? Yeah, we don't. No, we got the same taste. We don't listen to your guys.
I've never.
Bro, he brings up artists that we don't even know.
Like who?
NLE Chopper. He's a big fan.
I listen to NLE Chopper.
No, you don't. Every time I bring him up, you're like, Why would you listen to him?
We've reviewed his music
because I tell you to.
Yeah, so I've listened to it.
You're not a fan of him.
I never said I was.
So don't
his music
tell
is
me
terrible. Like I don't understand. I've listened to his music. I don't know. So yeah,
don't hate on it.
We got the same taste.
Same listens.
Yeah, I'm not an NLE Chopper fan. Where is he from? Because he sounds like
he's from Memphis, I think.
He sounds like he's from like Louisiana or something.
He's from Memphis.
But
I could be wrong.
Maybe.
Where's he from, Vic? What does Google say?
Why'd you say Ohio?
According to Google, Southeast Memphis, Tennessee.
That's weird.
He has that
because a lot of Memphis people got that Memphis twang.
Yeah. But his music sounds Memphis-ish.
I don't know. I don't listen to it like that.
His production, all that has a little Memphis-ish to it.
I guess. But yeah.
Don't hate on the kid, bro.
He's definitely growing though. He's put out music where it's different,
and he's still young. It's crazy how many albums he has, and he's still young.
I was listening to Playboy Carti because last time we were talking,
I can't do Playboy Carti.
I cannot either. Man, he got some bad albums. What was that?
Red? You know what's crazy? He has bad albums that people love.
Yeah, the Red Tape or whatever.
A lot of red.
Yeah.
What's the one with him like jumping in the fans and all that?
Die Lit.
That's
horrible. This is Boondocks. Yeah, Die Lit. Like this is crazy.
You a Carti fan, right?
Yeah,
definitely. He is.
I heard those albums at the right time.
We're gonna chalk it up to that's your gen.
Like a whole lot of red, bruh. That's a tough album to get through.
that's the one with his face, right? Like
black and
it's
white, a portrait.
Yeah,
it's like the Michael Jackson cover.
Yeah. I was like, why you do that?
I can't remember. It was a couple years ago. He dropped an album, and I listened to it because I'm like, this dude has massive hype. Like,
he does
massive hype. And then I listened to it. I'm like, I don't get him, and I don't get his hype and NBA YoungBoy. I can't listen. I can't get into
his music. I tried NBA YoungBoy. I always try him.
Are you an NBA YoungBoy fan?
A little bit. Like I like a few of his songs. I'm trying to think.
It's weird. It feels like he got all really, girl fans though, but he only makes killing music. It's weird. I don't know. Did we meet any NBA YoungBoy fans? Like fans?
You know what? The ones I've mentioned to it has been female,
right? But his context doesn't. No, it doesn't, right?
But I don't know. But him and Playboy Carti, I don't get the
Playboy Carti. His hit was the Magnolia one, right?
Yeah,
was that him? Okay,
that was off his self-titled.
Yeah,
I feel like Carti fans when you see them. Like they have a certain like vibe to them or something like.
Yeah,
like I know Vic's a Carti fan without asking.
Yeah. But man, that album was hard. I couldn't do it. Then I ended up on that other guy. I just want to rolly.
With the dabber ranch.
Yeah. I forgot his name. Wallow? Is it Wallow or something?
I never knew the name, but I heard that song on the radio so much.
Yeah. That was the same day I was listening to that. I was like, man. Then I tried listening to his discography. That was hard to get through. So,
it's crazy that we do that. Like, I don't know if other people do that, but if somebody's like has a mass, I'm like, let me see what's about. Let me start from the beginning.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, is it the growth? I look at the next one. It's not the growth.
No, it's not good. So I'm sorry, man. That album was rough.
Bro, he got some.
He does.
But he got fans that come at you. Like he has some diehard fans.
He was on that album. What were we listening to? Where it was like, who's on this album? Oh, the Travis Scott. He's on Travis Scott. It was him instead of Future's voice that I heard. But Future is on there. Yeah. But yeah, man, I couldn't. It's terrible. But yeah, I guess that concludes music. Switching to sports.
What's up?
Yeah, man. Preseason. Have you been catching any of the games?
I've seen a couple of them. I saw Dallas Cowboys one. I saw the Eagles and who did they play last night? Was it last night or the night before? Cleveland.
Okay.
Was it Eagles in Cleveland? I don't know. I saw them. I saw Eagles for a little bit. So I'm ready for the season, man. Like,
my Niners got blown out. They played a day. It feels good to say my Niners. They played a day at 7:30.
So last year you were more like a Niners fan because of Jimmy. So now you're just a Niners fan.
Yeah.
So you're still gonna watch Oakland?
No. It's not the.
So you just want to like him to do good, but not really watch him.
Yeah. If they win the Super Bowl, I'm like,
Like, I've been saying Jimmy's been.
Yeah. No. So he's not LeBron. I'm not gonna like follow him.
But I don't know. I guess that's where we're different.
I wish him luck.
Like watching Raider games doesn't mean you're a fan. It just means like you like watching.
Yeah, I'm not that gray area guy.
So
I can
watching a team doesn't mean you're a fan. Like you just like the sport.
I get you, but nah.
I guess because I see football a little different because I can literally watch any football NFL game.
Yeah,
and I'm like content watching any NFL game.
That's nice.
When it comes to basketball, it's more of like I gotta have like a player I'm invested.
It's either you're invested in the team or the player. It's
basketball
pretty black and white.
It's more games and stuff like that. With football, I can just watch anything.
Yeah. With your team, have they played any starters yet, or no? It's just like backups figuring it out.
They didn't play anyone last game, and then this game, who knows? Tonight they play tonight.
Okay. Because you got today, and then you got 3, and then the season starts. So I think the Niners opening schedule looks pretty good. We got the Steelers, the Rams, the Giants. Like I feel like these are some winnable games. Cardinals, Cowboys. Like, bruh.
I think the Rams are really on a regression. Like,
yes,
they're just going.
I was like, okay, here we go.
They're not. They after Matty won that Super Bowl, Stafford just he hasn't done it.
Like it doesn't start getting like to be a little tough until we see the Vikings. You got Vikings, Bengals, Jaguars, Buccaneers a little bit. It slows down there.
Cowboys are going to be a good test for y'all.
So yeah, we just got to see if we can catch some balls. How's your schedules look? Victor's a Cowboy fan too, right? Yeah. How y'all looking?
Let's see.
I think I saw your.
We got Aaron Rodgers week 2. That'll be interesting.
I got to see how he looks week 1.
I think adding Cook is a big thing for the Jets.
Yeah,
I told you they're trying to win.
Who didn't think that?
A lot of people.
I don't know who would think that, especially since they got everything Rodgers wanted.
Everything?
Yeah. Everything within reason. So Cowboys, y'all have the Giants. I think y'all can win that game.
I think if I remember correctly, our first 10 games, we're only going to lose like 1.
You got Jets. That's a question mark. Cardinals, that's a win. Can I finish? Cardinals, I think y'all can win that. Patriots, that's a good win. Niners, no.
That's the question mark. That might be that one loss I talked about.
Chargers, that's a question mark. Rams, are y'all up for that?
It's a win.
Then we're just going through the whole season after that. All the way up to the Eagles. Eagles will be a good game, but that's in November, so y'all got some time.
Any division games are really good.
I don't know.
Yeah, like it's true in the NFL when they say like when you play the division, like record goes out the window.
Okay.
The teams just know each other very well.
Sure. So yeah, I think y'all. What do you think you can do, Victor? Unbiasedly, I didn't ask you.
Looking at the schedule, let me see. Like, I expect us to beat the Giants twice, beat Washington twice. Maybe we'll split a game with the Eagles. And as far as our non-conference games go, I mean, we should beat Panthers. We should beat Seahawks.
Jets.
The Bills, I'm going to schedule that as a loss. I think it'll be a close game. Hopefully it's entertaining. But, like, the Lions, we're going to beat the Lions. We're going to beat the Dolphins. So, I mean, maybe like 3 or 4 losses. Sitting pretty in the playoffs. That's how I'm
3 or 4 losses. And I'm unbiased. and he's unbiased.
I apologize.
It's not a crazy schedule I'm looking at.
So, what do you think of the Niners game?
Niners, Chargers,
Eagles, Jets,
and a Bills. I'll say that's like 4 losses right there.
You think y'all could beat the Jets?
Yeah.
Well, if y'all play them early, so
a real team.
Yeah, y'all play them early.
They're not gonna be a real team. Damn, did you hear them?
Yeah,
the Jets,
they're still putting it together.
The
they're figuring it out. So I can see that y'all beat them early. Y'all don't play them again.
We got to make a bet with Jose then.
Oh, that'll be an entertaining game. Yeah.
So the teams that I'm interested in watching are obviously the Niners, the Jets, and a little bit the Buccaneers because I want to see what Baker does. And then what was the other team? Russ.
Denver.
Yeah, Broncos. I'm interested in those. It's not more of to see like, oh, how far they can go. Just see how they look, you know?
Yeah.
Because they got some question marks. Russ, he's getting some help this season. So if they don't progress, I would think it's all on him. Because your coach is top tier. He shitted on other coaches.
You got a new coach.
Like
he was out the game 1 or 2 years.
I think it was 2 years.
2 seasons.
Was it 2 seasons? Yeah. No. Maybe it was one full season because Brady was gone. That Brady season when he came back, and then now.
He was a horrible commentator, so he's back.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really listen to Colored.
So I would Cowboys. I want to watch the Jags. I like Trevor Lawrence. See what he can do.
Yeah, Jags are good. I think they got some upside. Cardinals, I think they take a step back.
Oh yeah,
I'm happy to see that.
Regression, he's
nice.
Taking a step back.
That's good. Why do you think that is?
Kyler Murray just already had enough. I said this like a month ago. Like I'm off that like Kyler Murray train.
I was saying that last year. He's not that
guy. He's not. And at this point, I don't know if it's just the physique of it or the headspace. Like
he doesn't take it serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the physique is just too much of a mishap.
He's pretty big. You talking about physically? Well,
yeah.
Height, he's not, but like he's a stout guy. He's little.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I was telling you last year I wouldn't have paid him.
Who's the last great little quarterback?
Saints.
Drew Brees.
What was he like? 5'6"? Either him or Russell Wilson. Okay, now we're googling away. Who do you think was? Yeah, Drew Brees is 5'8".
Let me see. He's 6 foot, fool.
5'11". So is Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson's 5'11".
He was the best. Yeah, I saw the 6 foot. Okay, who do you think was the last best little guy? Would it be Russell Wilson?
So Kyler's 5'10", so he's smaller than both of them.
Technically playing.
Yeah, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he's 5'11".
He got a ring. He got a ring, right?
Yeah, he got a ring.
But he got a bigger body than Kyle Murray.
Bruh, you sus.
Bro, he does. Physique wise.
I don't think so.
I think Murray's lying about his height. I think he's like
he's lying.
I think he's 5'8".
Bro, you think he our height?
No, he's 5'10" with the helmet.
You think he our height?
He's 5'10" with the helmet.
With the England helmet or like the regular helmet?
His height's NBA height. They added a little bit.
Yeah,
that is crazy.
The helmet.
It's the helmet.
It says he's 5'10", so he's an inch shorter than Russell. So, I mean,
with helmet. I mean, let me see.
But you think I don't think Russell Wilson is that like. Russell Wilson is more like insulated than he is like big. I think Kyler Murray's in shape more than him though.
You think so?
All right, type in Kyler Murray body and show me.
Why don't you do that?
I got filters. I'm trying to like turn over a new leaf. I don't think he's that much bigger than Russell Wilson. Like they're about the same size. I think Russell Wilson's more out of shape. That's a meme. You petty. Is that Shannon Sharp behind him? You so petty. Like, bruh, really? That's the picture you go with? Anyway, but yeah, I would say Russell Wilson, which is not that long ago because he's active. Yeah. So it can be done. You just need to be mentally there. With all these video game drops, it kind of takes away from his performance. Which is why I said I wouldn't pay him. So
you wouldn't pay, or you were a fan of the clause in his.
Yeah, I was against paying him, and then I was like pro giving him that study clause. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, and look what happened. But
they took it away. So I don't know. I just don't see him doing much.
Okay. You think Bryce Young has a better season than him this year? They're about the same height or size. They're about the same size and height. Russell Wilson is smaller than Kyler Murray pro the weight. Russell Wilson's 204, Kyler Murray's 207.
So Wilson got more muscle. Okay.
Nah, he's chubby. He's I think Kyler Murray's bigger than him. I think
Bryce.
He's small too.
Yeah.
So damn, it's only them three that are 5'10".
Everyone else 6 or
yeah, they're a little taller. I think he gets beat up. I don't think he has a better year than the Cardinals quarterback. He doesn't really have any protection, so he's gonna be running for his life. So I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray. Who do you think has a better season, Kyler Murray or Bryce Young, Victor?
I think. Let me think about that, man. I don't know. It's a rookie season, so I kind of don't want to say Bryce Young, but at this point, maybe he'll have a better career there because I think we already saw like everything you could see in Arizona, and
Because Panthers don't really have any way to build around them, right? They gave up draft picks.
Yeah, they're like starting from like a whole rebuild. It seems
Like he's gonna be in danger for a while. So I don't see how or when he gets.
Yeah, it'll be like good practice for him because it's kind of like low stakes what they're doing out there.
It's
but
dangerous though. You don't got no protection.
Bro, how many years have the Panthers had that? Oh, low stakes. Like it's been a lot.
I don't think it's been low stakes for them. They've had.
I mean, they kind of washed McCaffrey's whole career there. I mean, the
Yeah.
first part of it at least. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
so
and then
we can see
even
the
with
same thing happen again.
Same thing with Sam Darnold when he was.
They've had some good players. They just never
It's
done
been low
anything with
stakes
it.
since Cam Newton. After Cam
They had
Newton.
Cam
yeah.
Newton. and
After him, it's
then-
been low stakes.
Then they got Baker. Then they got.
There was someone in between Cam and Baker, wasn't there?
I don't remember.
Low stakes.
That was like a year though. And then Christian McCaffrey. So they've had players. They just maybe they're just a bad organization because they don't really capitalize on what they have. So yeah, good luck to him. And then I think that's all I got for. Is there any teams that you're interested in watching, Victor? Like that you're not really rooting for, but you're like interested to see how they do?
Probably the Chiefs every year. I'm like a Pat Mahomes fan for
Nice.
sure. He's a Texas guy, Texas Tech guy. But as far as that, maybe the Chargers. I know like Herbert's cool to watch. I would like to see if he like does anything or not. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I know he had a playoff win last year, but yeah, we'll see. I guess those are two teams right there. Like some
Damn.
AFC teams. I don't mind watching them.
Everybody's had a playoff win except for Kyler Murray.
I forgot they have Adam Thielen and Miles Sanders now in with the Panthers.
High stakes.
UTSA running back Sincere McCormick. He's a Oakland Raider. Hope he does well. Hope the Raiders do all right.
Yeah,
He got like
I
2
hope so,
touchdowns in his first preseason
preseason?
games. Good for him.
Nice.
yeah, he's about to eat.
What do you think of Zeke going to the Patriots?
Damn, it's gonna be weird, man. But honestly, I feel like that could actually like be a turning point in his career. Like, I don't know if it's
I
just
mean,
a Bill
is he
Belichick
turning
thing
up
in
or
my
down?
head, but I feel like they could do very well.
I mean-
and use him better than the Cowboys did.
They had him at center his last play, so it's only up from here. So
I can't believe that was his last play as a Cowboy. bro.
I mean, he's not a speed back, so there's
how you know?
Cowboys use them the only way you really could use them.
How you
He
know?
used to be so quick. That's the sad part.
But he's not now.
How
Yeah,
you
he
know?
lost it. He
Bro,
failed out.
have you ever seen him play recently? He's in an open field and they catch him.
It's the play.
It's the he's open field. That's him. That's 1v1. He ain't winning that.
He's not really a catcher. You got to run it. Like you got to hand it to him and run. He a bell cow. He's not like
No,
Antonio
he's-
Brown.
He has good hands, but the thing is, he's just the speed after isn't good. So,
That's what I just said. He's
So-
a bell cow. He got to plow you.
but
he
I'm
can't
telling
just,
you,
like,
that's
be
how
open.
Cowboys use them, and Vic saying we didn't use them right. Or I don't know what Patriots are going to do different.
I think they got some, bro.
What are they going to do different, Vic? Like, what do you think?
No, it'll be a lot of the same thing, I'm sure, but it's just gonna look better. You know, they-
This uniform
His hair's cut
Nah, when
actually.
you saw
So
Bill
he couldn't-
Belichick
yeah,
calling a play
more
versus,
aerodynamic.
yeah, he got to.
McCarthy-
Yeah, he's
McCarthy
taking it
just makes our
serious.
Plays look stupid, you know.
Yeah.
But Belichick, he makes them look real smart.
So, yeah, that would be. I'm vaguely interested in seeing how he plays.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a big change though. It's gonna be cold in the in the open, no covered dome. It's a poverty stadium. Like damn. But yeah, good luck to Zeke, I guess.
I'm going to watch a couple games.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'll watch a lot of games.
He should be
anyways.
playing in preseason.
Nah, damn. So, did you see his contract?
Nah,
The
what's it look like?
guaranteed
Is it riddled with
it's-
incentives?
So it doesn't hit the cap. It's only 2.7 mil.
So was that 100,000 with after taxes?
So something like that. New York, they
Then that is in New York.
so
Is it in New York or Boston?
they play at
Where's
no,
New
Boston.
England?
It's
Yeah,
Boston.
geographical guy.
Yeah, it's like the Boston area. I
Idiot.
forget
It's not
what
like
that
it's Boston
town is called.
Patriots.
That's weird. I think Boston Patriots would be a tight name. When I first learned about the New England Patriots, I was like, they're from another country? Like, yeah, man.
That it's weird that they're the only team.
It's a city
that-
name, right?
No, that's a name per like a region.
It's weird.
Yeah, like,
There's no other
except for
team.
It throws me off because there's
Golden
a
State, but that's about the only comparison. It's Golden State. That's not. A
there's
real
an
place.
actual New England place in another country, right?
No, that's England, isn't it?
We are New
That's not New England. This was New England.
Old England.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Golden State still refers to a particular state.
Oh, okay. It's not just like a nickname. Yeah.
But like New England's like a region, like Maine, Baltimore, all that's like considered the New England.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm interested to see Cowboys coaching because that's a new change too. Kellen Moore's not there no more. How you think that's gonna go? Because I think the rumors were that he was gonna call most of the plays too. So
Hasn't been a lot of same still. I think it
think
worked
so?
for the most part. So
what worked?
like the play calling, like no, the type of plays.
Kellen Moore called the plays, and then McCarthy said that they're gonna change it to where Dak isn't throwing as much. So they're trying to change stuff around. So it's not gonna be the same. I think they're gonna try to be more of a run team from what he said. So
I wonder who's gonna be, who's gonna get the most reps on
don't say Tony.
on the second back.
Okay.
Because I think a big reason with a lot of those plays from Tony Pollard is because we had a good 1-2. So who's going to be the 2 this year?
What about the coaching though? How do you think the coaching is going to go? You think coaching is going to be a little different?
Yeah, but I think it's still going to be good.
You think he's a better coach or play caller than Kellen Moore?
I need to see a couple games.
We've seen him though. He called. Well, he didn't really call him up in Green Bay either, did he? I don't think he did.
So,
How many watches do you think he'll wear this season?
how many what?
Watches?
Watches?
Yeah,
2.
two. Because you got time
Yeah.
time impediment.
Yes, he's going to have one for clock management and one for regular.
Yeah. You gonna get a clock boy?
Who has the? Is it the dude with the? What's his name? The dude with the Rams?
He has a clock boy?
No, he has because he moves so much. He has a sideline guy, whatever his name is, because he doesn't pay attention to where he is on the field.
That moves him back?
So you can't touch the field.
I think I've
So
seen that.
they pay someone just to walk with the whole game, and if he touches the line, he just pulls them back.
I think I saw that.
and like it's McVay, right? He doesn't even like acknowledge him. Like he just pulls them back.
Yeah. Yeah. Pool boy? What do you
Pool
call
boy?
him? What do you call him? Like, has own coach to keep him
They gave him the coach's title. He's not a coach.
keep him on sidelines. He has a coach to keep him on sidelines.
I mean, what other title can you give
Pool
him?
boy. Like, hey, yeah, I've seen this.
That's all he does is just
That is
monitor him.
funny. I stand right behind him. I rip him out the way. That is crazy.
Bro, but he doesn't even acknowledge him.
It looks just like him too, though. It looks like his brother or something.
Look how he's ready.
Like, bro, you can't look? That is weird. That's
Bro, he stays ready.
like, what do you do? Like, how was work, honey? I pulled the coach a couple times. Like,
32 times this
Yeah.
time, new record.
that is weird.
I want to know his salary for that.
Yeah. Pool boy's salary.
Because he can't be like, how much, like, would that suck for you if, like, your dream was to be coaching staff or part of the game?
And you're a pool boy?
And the only way you would become part of the game is that.
I don't even know his title.
They give him coach because what else can you do?
He says get back.
His
He has
own
a get back coach. That is weird. Like, the more I search it, the weirder it sounds.
Get back coach salary.
Yeah. Oh, that's not him. I was like, he gets paid $17.61 an hour.
Damn, nah.
Oh, it seems to be like a real thing. The average salary of a get back coach. But I don't think this is real.
It says in Queens.
There any football teams in Queens?
No.
He probably get paid like $100,000. Let me see.
I mean, is that bad? You get free travel.
Yeah, probably $100,000. I would say.
Chalk it up too.
Like, you better not ask for a dime more. I get somebody else to pull me.
Like, what's the interview qualification for the game? Like,
They probably
like, can you be like, all right, can you give me an example how you pull me
yeah,
back?
like you bring them in, put the lights on them. Like, all right, now I'm gonna
Pull me
stand
back.
here. You're gonna pull me.
Pretend there's a line here.
Yeah,
I'm crossing
like-
it.
Gentle. Okay, you got the job. So I mean, I assume that's how it goes. He probably knows somebody though. He probably.
Yeah, because it's not. You just gotta.
This wasn't on Indeed. Like this isn't that type
It
of.
was on ZipRecruiter.
Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, NFL, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think there's a lot of good little storylines with all the movements that's happened.
Yeah.
I
think this is one of the seasons we saw like the most movements when it comes to like running backs. You had three or four good names switch teams, or no names switch teams. You have Cook, Zeke, Sanders.
You think Zeke's a good running back?
Known running backs. It's like switch.
Well,
like,
known as
like starting running backs.
I mean, how many you start? You start two on the team, right?
You only start one.
Tony Pollard didn't start with him. With Zeke?
Zeke was the starter, and Tony Pollard was the backup.
But they weren't on the field at the same time.
Rarely, sometimes
they never started together.
No, because if you win in both, you win in like a halfback or something. Depends how you line up.
Hmm.
Because only one lines up as the running back.
But it's a gray area.
Especially like the I formation or something. You have the running back.
I think he had more carries than him too, right?
I don't remember. I know he definitely had more catches.
Yeah. But yeah, before we wrap up, Victor, question: which is more likely to happen? Dak throwing for 20 interceptions, or Tyreek Hill reaching 2,000 yards?
Bro, that's just a hater question.
How?
I wouldn't even respond to that, Vic.
This is why I didn't ask you. Which is more likely to happen?
Don't you feel that's disrespectful?
How is that disrespectful?
I'll tell you what's more likely to happen than both those things. But you're not ready to hear it.
Here we
Cowboys
go.
are going to the Super Bowl this year, and that's all I got to say about
He
this.
doesn't believe that.
That's my statement.
That's a disrespectful question. That's all
That's
I'm
my
saying.
statement.
How?
He just showed up to win.
That's a loaded question, man.
How? Like Dak threw what? How many interceptions last year?
You know his stats. How many?
17.
How many throw?
Let me look it up. I'm not a Dak fan. I gotta look this up.
You bring him up a lot for not being a Dak
He
fan.
threw 15 interceptions last season, and he played what? 4 games.
You see the disrespect? Do you hear this?
Man,
And he wants you to
whole year to get the joke
and he wants you to answer.
But like, which one do you think is more likely? Because that's pretty close. Tyreek Hill had what, 1,700 yards? So it's right there.
So what do you think is going to happen? Which one?
Man, that's hard because he has 1,700 yards.
Bro, do you hear this?
Dak threw 17 interceptions. Both could happen. I think Tyreek could probably hit 2,000 yards. I think he's likely to hit 2,000 before Dak hits, or as opposed to Dak being likely to hit 20. Because 20 is easy for him.
For him, you see?
But I think
you hear this?
I think Tyreek, because I did the numbers. That's like what, 100 and something yards a game. And you get 17 games now, right?
Yeah.
So 2,000 divided by 17, that's 117 yards a game. That's obtainable, I think. And he doesn't really get injured. So I think he would probably hit 2,000 before the interceptions. What do you think?
I think Tyreek is getting 2,000, and
You think
Dak's not going to be a turnover machine this year.
So Dak is progressing in his interceptions. Last year he threw 15. Year before that he threw 10. Year before that he threw 4.
So this year he's going to throw less than he did last year.
You think so? He's playing. You think he's gonna play more games?
He's going to play more games. He's going to throw less than last year.
And play more games.
Yes.
What do you think, Victor?
Wait, are you counting postseason?
No, I'm talking about the games, regular season games. Yeah,
he's going to play more. Because last year he missed. How many did
4?
he miss last year?
4, right?
He missed 4.
I thought he missed 4 or 5. 4 or 5? 4 or 5? Because Cooper Rush went
dumb, right? Cooper Rush had 2 for sure.
What do you mean? No,
played
I'm talking
2
about
games.
wins.
Oh.
He was 4-1, right? I think he was 4-1, so yeah, it was 5. Anyway, what do you think, Victor? Do you think Dak throws less interceptions than he did last season? It's kind of biased, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely say yeah. I think last year he still had that injury lingering in his head, and this year he should have a whole new mindset.
So he let that thing fly.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Okay. His completion went down too. I guess it went to somebody, so it should be up there. But anyway, before we wrap up, where can people check us out at, Roy?
YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. We've been growing on TikTok. It's pretty good. We're getting some more engagement and all that.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, and say your name on TikTok, and we'll shout you out. Don't forget to turn down the bass and turn up the mic. Goodbye.